Hello, my lovely students. Today we are having song part 1. So grab your books and let's start. In today's lesson, you will be able to identify the meaning of 3 words, find the main idea of the song, and locate details through listening. Well, before we start, I want you to read the title of Module 8. Excellent! Where were you yesterday? What do you think you will learn in this module? Interesting! Let's find out together. Wow! Look at this map. It's a beautiful town. There are many places in it. Let's explore some of them by reading today's vocabulary. You are going to read the word and a sentence that is related to it. Do you know the first place? Excellent! Amusement park. I was at the amusement park last week. What about the second place? Do you know it? Great! Swimming pool. I like to swim in the swimming pool. What about the third place? Great! Home. I will stay at home and do my homework. Now, I want you to listen and repeat after the audio.
Module 8. Where were you yesterday? Song 1. Vocabulary. Amusement park. Swimming pool. Home.
Now, after you listened and repeat, it's time to assess your understanding for the vocabulary. You may open your workbook page 94. You are going to answer activity number 1, in which you are going to look at the pictures and write the correct word using the words from the box. Now you may pause the video and answer this activity. Well, did you get it right? Great! Now check your answers. The answer for picture number 2 is home. And picture number 3, swimming pool. Picture number 4, amusement park. And the last picture, school. Well done, my lovely students. Well, I want you to look at the pictures and guess what you need to listen to. Is it A, where were you yesterday? Or B, where were you last week? Or C, where were you last month?
Where were you yesterday?
Where were you yesterday? I was out, I was out, I was out all day. Where were you yesterday morning? I was at school, I was at school. All morning I was at school. Where were you yesterday afternoon? I was at the amusement park with my friends Ted and Mark. Where were you yesterday evening? I was at the swimming pool with Ned, my friend from school. Where were you last night? I was at home, I was at home, I was at home with my brother Jerome.
Well, can you tell me what is the song about? Excellent! Where were you yesterday? Excellent work! Here we are going to look for the details of the song. I want you, my dears, to listen carefully and answer the following questions. Question number 1. Where was Tim yesterday morning? Question number 2. Where was he yesterday afternoon? Question number 3. Where was he yesterday evening? And the last question. Where was he last night?
Where were you yesterday?
Where were you yesterday? I was out, I was out, I was out all day. Where were you yesterday morning? I was at school, I was at school. All morning I was at school. Where were you yesterday afternoon? I was at the amusement park with my friends Ted and Mark. Where were you yesterday evening? I was at the swimming pool with Ned, my friend from school. Where were you last night? I was at home, I was at home, I was at home with my brother Jerome.
Now, my lovely students, it's time to share your answers with me. What is the answer for question number 1? Excellent! He was at school. What about the second question? Great! He was at the amusement park. Now the answer for question number 3 is good. He was at the swimming pool. What about the last question? Well done. He was at home. Excellent work, my lovely students. Now, after we listened to find the details of the song, I want you to open your student's book, page 97. Here, we are going to read the song as a way to assess your listening skill. While you are reading, I want you to highlight the keywords that are related to the questions. Well, did you find the keywords? Great! Now, what's the keyword for question number 1? Excellent. School. What about the second question? Excellent. Amusement park. And what about question number 3? Great. Swimming pool. And the last question? Good. At home. Now, I want you to pause this video and use the highlighted keywords to answer this activity. Number the pictures from 1 to 4. Well, it's time, my lovely students, to check your answers. The picture that related to verse number 1 is D, because Tim was at school yesterday morning. And the picture that related to verse number 2 is C. Tim was at the amusement park yesterday afternoon. And the picture that related to verse number 3 is B. Great. Tim was at the swimming pool yesterday evening. And the last picture goes to verse number 4. Great job! Tim was at home last night. Well done, my lovely students. Now, I have a question for you. Where were you yesterday? As for me, I was at the shop. What about you? Another question is, where were you yesterday afternoon? I was at the library. Where were you yesterday evening? As for me, I was at the amusement park. And the last question, where were you last night? As for me, I was at home with my family. Now, I want you, my lovely students, to write the questions and answer them in your notebook. This is the end of our lesson for today. Thank you and see you soon.